Good morning, everyone. This is Miss Dunnigan. We're starting our week 5 and week 6. This first video is going to just kind of go over what the unit is going to look like, and then we're just going to jump right in. Now I'm going to post the videos every day like I normally do, but I'm also going to be on Zoom at 10 o'clock every morning for just math work. So if you have any questions or anything you want to work on as a team, with partners, we can do all that together. All right, so our first week is going to focus on wrapping up our division with fractions, and also spiraling back with multiplication and fractions and multi-step word problems. So you make sure that you're wrapping up your ERQs from last week. They're due at the end of this week, and I'll post a video that kind of sets up some of the ERQs in case you need some help. And then most of your work this week is going to be from your workbook, but then there's also some Khan Academy assignments on there as well. Now, I've noticed that many of you haven't been working on your Khan Academy or your Edgelastics, and that's how I'm really going to know that you're working through the material and that you understand it and know when I need to give you help. So it's really important that you work on that. Next week, we're going to jump back into measurement, but this time we're going to be working on metric measurement, and that'll wrap up our unit on measuring. All right, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I didn't put this on your assignment for Monday, April 20th, but there is a check your progress, and I did put it. I went ahead and made a new copy of all your math pages for this week and next week, just in case you didn't have them. I know I ripped them out last week and sent them home with you, but just in case they got turned in, I went ahead and gave you a second copy. So I'm going to go ahead and write up here Monday, April 20th. We're going to do the even problems. And then I'll post a key in a day or two where you can check the rest of your work. All right, so first we're going to find 2/5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is our fifths, 2/5. Now I'm going to find a half, because 2/5 of 1/2. And mark my 1/2. And we're going to color in where they overlap. And remember, when we multiply fractions, we do numerator times numerator over denominator times denominator. All right, 2 times 1 is 2. 5 times 2 is 10. 2 out of 10 pieces. Now, it does say write it in simplest form, so I'm going to write my magic numbers. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13. I'm going to start from the left. Can I divide by 2? Yes. They're even, so I can divide it by 2. And then I'm going to go ahead and remind you of our method we've been using. We call it the butterfly effect. Is there any number that I can reduce both 2 and 2 by itself? 2 divided by 2 is 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Now 1 and 5 are both prime, so I can't reduce those. So now I'm going to go ahead and multiply across. 1 times 1 is 1, and 5 times 1 is 5. So remember, you can use either strategy you want. You can reduce beforehand using the butterfly method. You can go ahead and just multiply across and then reduce, or you can draw a picture. So you have 3 strategies to solve these. All right, multiply. So we're going to do our butterfly effect. Is there any number that I can reduce 1 and 9 by? Nope. Is there any number I can reduce 2 and 4 by? 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Now what do I do? Multiply across. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 9 is 9. All right, now we're going to do our mixed number. So first thing we need to do is turn this mixed number into what kind of a fraction? What do we call that? An improper fraction. All right, I have 4 groups of 3/3. 12/3. Then I need to add my 2/3 which gives me 14 thirds. All right, now I'm going to rewrite my problem. 14 thirds times 1/5. And 1 and 3 don't have anything in common. Do 14 and 5? No, unfortunately. So now what's my next step? Yep, multiply your numerators and then multiply your denominators. 14 times 1 is 14. 3 times 5 is 15. All right, now we need to look because it says simplest form. Can I divide by 2? Can I divide by 3? Can I divide by 5? Can I divide by 7? Can I divide 11? Can I divide by 13? Can I divide the bottom by the top? Nope. All right, without multiplying, so they want you to find an estimate. Circle whether the product, now what does product mean? Oh yeah, multiplication problems, right? Is greater than, less than, or equal to the whole number. All right, so which one of these is the whole number? Yep, 7. If I multiply by a little more than 4, is my answer going to be bigger than 7, less than 7, or equal to 7? Greater than. 7 times 4 is 28, so it's going to be a little bit bigger than 28. Question number 10. Tom spent 1/6 of the day working in the flower bed. Switch to our other page. It's a little easier to write in. Tom spent 1/6 of the day, how much? 1/6. Working in a flower bed. Tom spent 2/3 of that time. How much? 2/3. Adding mulch to the flower bed. Now there was a key word in here that tells us that it's multiply. Did you hear the key word? Of. Remember, whenever you see of, so 1/6 of 2/3. What fraction of the day did Tom spend adding mulch? All right. All right. What's my first step? We could do butterfly, but we can also just multiply across. 1 times 2 is 2. 6 times 3 is 18. Now, can I reduce? Didn't ask me to, but they usually want us to, so. Yep, I can divide them both by 2. If you do it to the top, you got to do it to the bottom. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 18 divided by 2 is 9. Now, it's a word problem, so I need a word. And the word in this case is 1/9 of the day. All right, last one, and you're going to do all the odds on your own. Anita grew a garden with 3/4 of the area for vegetables. How much? 3/4. In the vegetable section, 1/6 of the area was carrots. How much? 1/6. What's our keyword that shows multiply? Of. 3/4 of 1/6. Actually, 1/6 of 3/4. 3 times 1 is 3. 4 times 6 is 24. All right, what are our magic numbers? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. Can I divide them both by 2? No. Can I divide them both by 3? Yes. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 24 divided by 3 is 8. 1/8. It's a word problem, so I've got to have a word of the area. Alright, so at this point, go ahead and stop the video. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and post the solution in the next day or two, so you'll be able to check your work.